Okay, so last night I got the opportunity to watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, I know, it's massacre really. The 2022 version on Netflix. So what did I think of the film? Okay, even though I do own the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Steelbook, I have actually never seen it. It was sent to me as part of subscriber mail, but yes, I never got round to watching it. So how does this version fare up to the others? I can't compare this film to previous films, having never seen them. What I will say though is I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this film. There was a plot hole or two which I'll go over in a minute. So the film is about a group of 4 friends, social influencers, business people that arrive in this abandoned old American town in Texas, in the town of Harlow. And this town is like derelict. It's like one of the old Westy type towns. You know, nothing's there anymore. Businesses have gone away. Nobody lives there, and they've bought this whole place to do it up, to turn it into a new enterprising venture for, you know, people to come to, young people to come to and have experiences and things like that. There is one remaining person in this little town that, according to the people that are moving there, really shouldn't be there. And unfortunately an accident happens, and it starts off a chain of events. With someone that actually also lives in the building with her. But after this unfortunate accident, this shadowy figure in the bedroom upstairs, who we never really get to see, the face, goes on a hunting spree and basically just butchers the entire town. Yes, pulls out the old chainsaw. Obviously this is Leatherface, although it's actually made of skin, so I don't know why it's called Leatherface. If you know, put it down in the comments. Maybe the skin is all leathery. I don't know. As I say, I've never seen any of the other films. But I tell you one thing, this film is bloody brutal. This is seriously brutal on a scale of 20 and higher. The kills in this, I couldn't believe. I really couldn't believe some of these kills. And do you remember the scene at the end of Rogue One with Darth Vader, where he cuts through all of those rebel soldiers in that little room? Imagine a whole group of young people on a bus and a homicidal maniac with a chainsaw. Holy shit. Yes, you get the picture. There is everything in this film, from horrible, brutal bone breaks, snapping legs, decapitations, guts spilling out. It goes all out, and as I say, I could not believe how much gore and brutality there is in this film. Compared with this guy, Michael Myers from the Halloween series is a flipping pussy, and this bloke would butcher the shit out of Michael Myers. Has there ever been a Leatherface versus Halloween film? Maybe that's the next versus film. I'd like to see that. I know there's been a Freddy and Jason and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this is brutal. Tell me in the comments below, is this the most brutal Texas Chainsaw Massacre film? So yeah, it's an absolute onslaught. He goes after one person after another. There is a character that does come back. I take it that she was in the original film, who's now a police officer. And she plays it a bit like the Jamie Lee Curtis character from Halloween, you know, coming back to finally confronting the haunting past. The only plot point that I'm not sure about, and I'm hoping somebody will clear this up, It is stated that this person, this police officer, has waited 50 years to come back to confront him. That would make Leatherface about 80. And the person that he was living with should be dead, should be long gone, if my calculations are correct. And I'm not even talking about 88 miles an hour. Yes, so is that a plot point that they overlooked? But for me, it doesn't matter because I never saw the previous films. But yeah, lots of brutality. The acting, yeah, the youngsters acting not brilliant. I did like the aspect of one of the young girls who'd already survived a high school massacre, and I love some of the scenes that she did where she was being confronted by Leatherface, and when she felt she couldn't go any further, she just kind of like gave up and just accepted that her death was coming. So, but then she fought back, obviously. But yeah, I liked her character. Probably I liked her character more than any of the other characters. The other characters were just, well, the other characters were butchered with everybody else in the town. Yeah, so the film was about an hour and 23 minutes, I think it was. Perfectly paced, not boring. It was a good runtime, a really good runtime. I'm glad they didn't stretch it to 2 hours because this just filled up the entire, like, almost 90 minutes perfectly. Picture quality was good. I did watch it on the stream on Netflix. But hopefully one day they might release this on physical, because I think the soundtrack to this would be really good. There are scenes where you would be getting sounds all around you, maybe an Atmos soundtrack. So yeah, I look forward, hopefully one day they will release it as a physical release. But anyway, yes, I had fun. I thought it was great. I loved the kills. The brutality of it didn't worry me. I was kind of like egging on, oh, what kind of brutality are we going to get next? Who's going to get this pulled out and who's going to get this broken? So yeah, I really had fun with it. How would I rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm actually going to give this 7.5 out of 10 brutal chainsaw attacks. Yes, I liked it that much. I'm going to give it 7.5. I know there's ratings on IMDb that have given it 1, 2 or 3, but it's really up to the individual on how you feel with the film and if you really enjoyed it. And I did. So that is my rating. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it by giving it some thumbs up. Blah, 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 blah. Don't forget to comment and share. I'll see you on the next video very soon.